sometimes that is difficult to believe, especially now, when the last days of winter besiege us. Benvenuti! Welcome to Amalfi, the diamond in the crown of the Sorrentino Peninsula. If Amalfi is not a magnificent city and mighty naval power it once was, it is still the most beautiful spot on earth. Or at least it will be, once winter releases us from its icy stranglehold. However, for the past 20 years, Amalfi has been a town without music, without theater, without dancing, and most importantly, without love. However, unlike the creators of romances and poetry, I do not use pen and paper. You see, my tools are cunning, guile, and propensity for manipulation. Our story begins, appropriately enough, with an actress.
My mirror.
A miser. My money. And the most miserable man in Amalfi. My mask. You so named the defender of public morals. Signor.
What is it?
Oh, Signor, no doubt the news.
No doubt. What news?
It's scandalous.
I would have no scandal here in Amalfi.
Decadent.
Decadent?
I knew that you, above all, would be horrified.
I am? By what?
They will be seen.
Secret?
Secular.
Oh, veal!
And dancing.
Men and women?
And women and men.
Disgusting.
There will be nude copies.
No.
Costumes that reveal the human shape.
Never.
Rowdy behavior.
Impossibile.
Unbridled lust.
Basta.
And all because Aguido Pianatosca has invited an actress to her.
An actress? Oh, veal!
My master, Aguido Pianatosca, of course knows nothing about this. So it's time to pay a visit. Yes, yes, Father.
61.
Who's that? Who's there?
Oh, it is only I, master.
I told you before never to speak of anyone touching my money.
Never speak
Shut
up.
up!
Oh, 1,000 pardons, master. I should know better than to interrupt the second richest man in Amalfi when he is hard at work.
See that you, second richest man in Amalfi? You fool! Everyone knows I'm the richest man in Amalfi, but perhaps the richest man on the peninsula.
Well, that may have been true yesterday, but I'm afraid I have some bad news. You see, that ship that Rinaldo Biscotti financed has returned from the east, laden with spices, fabrics, and jewels of enormous value.
Biscotti's harebrained speculation paid off?
Yes, these ships come in. Right. And now, for the first time in years, someone else is the richest man in Amalfi.
So it's come to that. I've been reduced to the second spot?
Yes, master, you are definitely number 2.
I must do something immediately. But what?
Well, you could always finance a ship of your own,
But I can do that. I can finance a ship.
but it would take years for the journey east to return,
Years?
or it might go down with a storm,
A storm?
or be attacked by pirates.
Pirates?
Why, you could even lose money on such a venture.
Lose money? Forget this shit.
How wise you are, master.
But how do I make more money?
Well, you can invest in grapes for wine,
Yes, that everyone drinks wine.
but
But
there could be a drought,
a drought?
or a plague of locusts,
Locusts?
or a fire.
My God, a fire will ruin me.
Well, then perhaps we should leave the wine to others.
Let Biscotti give it to the wine.
You did this,
He's got to do it.
How wise you are, master.
But what do I do?
What indeed? And now, the incomparable actress Belladonna. She's preparing for a performance in nearby Napoli. She thinks that after Napoli, her spring tour will take her to all of the major cities of Italy. But alas, fate, the person of yours truly, has other ideas regarding her future. Signora, I bring greetings from Aguido Pianatosca, the fabulously wealthy and single merchant who begs the queen of all actresses, the incomparable Belladonna, to grace his town with her presence.
Amalfi? That provincial backwater that hasn't hosted a theatrical season in 20 years?
Well, you see, that is a terrible error which we would like you to correct.
Impossible! Belladonna plays only the great cultural centers. Rome, Napoli, Firenze, Venezia. Amalfi is out of the question.
Of course, I understand completely. Normally, a town like Amalfi would not be worthy of the divine belladonna. It's only that,
Yes.
well, one hears things even in Amalfi.
What things?
Well, you know, it sometimes happens that an actress, after reaching a certain age...
A certain age? How dare you?
Well, I would never dare. It's obvious to me that belladonna is blooming with youth and vitality. But others...
What do they say?
Oh, I can't bring myself to repeat it.
You must.
I can't.
You must.
What if I must? It is said that a certain famous actress is past her prime, ready for retirement, and looking to catch a rich husband before her beauty has completely faded.
Infamy!
People can be so cruel.
How well I know.
An actress? What can that fool be thinking of?
Well, of course, you know why he's inviting her.
Of course I do. But remind me,
He plans to marry her.
marriage to an actress? He must be mad.
And you know what will happen when she's permanently settled here.
All kinds of things.
All kinds of terrible, horrible things.
Such as?
Well, she will attract others of her kind to our beautiful town.
Such as?
Musicians,
Musicians.
dancers,
Dancers.
poets.
Oh dear! It must be stopped.
And you are just the man for the task.
This will be the end of me.
Well, there is one thing you might want to do.
Yes.
Yes?
No, you probably wouldn't like it.
Tell me.
Tell him.
Mr. Savard.
I must hear it.
He's got it.
Shut up.
What if you're certain?
I order you to speak.
All right. In order to find a huge amount of money,
Yes.
without spending any of your own,
Yes.
and without the risk of losing anything that you already have,
Yes.
well, you must marry a rich woman.
Mary. Is there no other way?
I'm afraid not.
But if she's already rich, why would she marry me?
Well, any woman would be happy to have you.
She would?
She would?
Of course. I mean, just look at you. You have, look at you. You have a, yes, you have a fine head of hair.
Almost completely free of voice.
You're intelligent
I do know how to count.
and kind.
I rarely beat the servants.
Oh, the perfect husband.
That's just the thing. I'll have myself a rich, young wife.
Whoa. Young?
Why not young?
Well, the young are so demanding, if you catch my drift.
I see your point, Jack. I want no demands placed on me. But surely not an old one.
Oh, surely not. Someone in her middle years, perhaps? Someone without children to bother you, without children to inherit the money? Not a widow, you know what they're like.
Certainly not a widow.
Someone who would be an adornment. But,
Yes. Who?
well...
Have you an idea?
Well, you know, I did happen to hear that the monstrously rich and tremendously beautiful actress Belladonna was thinking of retirement.
Monstrously rich?
Indeed.
Then I must have her. But how to make it happen?
Well, perhaps you could send me to go to her and ask her to come to Amalfi and perform.
Theater? In Amalfi? But it's been over 20 years since the last actors played here.
Well, then, it's about time, don't you think? Unless you are content to be the second richest man in Amalfi forever.
No! Never! Go to... Ask her to come to Amalfi to perform.
Master, you are so wise. It's as good as done.
Oh, dear.
Thus, my master, a wonderful man, richer than Midas, and in love with you these many years, you, of course...
No, you may tell your master that Belladonna will never come to Amalfi.
Of course, I understand completely. And furthermore, may I tell him that, far from being old, the great Belladonna is as young and as fresh as the dawn dew on a violet.
Yes, you have my permission to do so.
Oh, thank you, beautiful lady. And I beg single white hair on your head adds to your luster and magnificence. But John, nobody saw it all.
Oh my God!
What is it?
A hair!
A hair.
A white hair!
So?
One white hair! The beginning of the end
The end.
of you.
You're hardly getting along with the two.
The teeth, they'll be the next to go. Then I'll shrink as I Your desire.
You!
Have we met?
I forbid you to perform your tawdry spectacle here in Amore.
Forbid? And who are you to forbid Belladonna anything?
I am Musone, the defender of public morals.
Do you dare suggest that I am immoral?
You are an actress, Satan's tool, designed by nature to ensnare the weak.
And yet it is not I who hides my face behind a mask.
My mask is a symbol to remind the people that all is vanity.
A mask is more than a symbol, senor. It is a way to hide the truth.
What would you know about the truth? The theater is a world of make-believe and lies. Why, Belladonna is not even your real name.
It's my stage name.
Actors are nothing but charlatans and cheats who distract the ignorant from the path of righteousness. Begone, I tell you.
Let the people decide. Shall Belladonna play Amalfi? I bow to the will of the people. Come, Baba.
Men, quickly, show them to their rooms.
Fools! Idiots! This is not the end! I swear it!
You know, you handled that brilliantly.
I did, and he did.
Yes, of course you did. But don't you think you should capitalize on your success by making sure that Belladonna's accommodations are worthy of her talent?
Of course. Come along, you fool.
I'm coming.
Ooh, things are developing rather nicely, don't you think? However, this is no time to rest on my laurels. You there, girl!
Yes? I mean,
It should be obvious to you that
Oh, no time for games. Do you want help with that night whom you are obviously smitten?
he doesn't even recognize me.
Of course he doesn't recognize me. You're in disguise. And even at the best of times, that man is hardly the sharpest knife on the table.
It's hopeless.
Nothing is hopeless with Arlecchino on your side. Now just stay here until I call you.
But,
Peace. Could it possibly be? Signor, forgive me if I presume, but are you not the well-known Cavaliere Braggadocio?
I am it. I am Braggadocio. But I hardly think...
Look at Amalfi is twice blessed this day, hosting at the same time the most wonderful actress and the most valorous knight in all Christendom.
Well, Christendom is a big place. Well, actually, it's not one place, it's many
And
places.
may I ask you, what brings you to Amalfi?
I am looking for, well, a
do have a way of working out, don't they? Now, I suggest you go back to your camp and prepare yourself. And I will try to arrange that meeting, Belladonna.
Well, thanks there. But I really don't think that you should...
You know, it is my pleasure to forward the cause of love. Now off with you. And you, Ragazzo.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Good job.
Thank you.
This way, boy.
I mean,
He's quite handsome, isn't he?
I've seen worse. A bit young, but workable and catch my drift.
You showed Belladonna her accommodations?
And she ain't happy about it. Looked upon a place like it was a staple. Can't say that I blame her either. She's used to better. She deserves better.
Oh, don't we all?
I know I do.
You know, that young man is a friend of mine. I think I can arrange an introduction if you'd like.
Oh, I'd like that quite a bit.
I consider it done.
I'll be waiting. And thanks, Arlecchino.
Believe me, you can't imagine how much I enjoy helping out. Ah, yes. Now all the ingredients have been added to the pot. It only remains to light a fire and wait for dinner to be served. Yes, love makes all possible. All is possible with love.
I trust you find your rooms to your liking.
Well,
the
actually,
place is a dump.
a dump.
Your arrival was rather unexpected. There wasn't really time.
I understand completely. Now, I'm sure you won't mind if we make a few changes.
Whatever you wish, beautiful lady.
Mama, find the housekeeper and tell her what is required.
It's gonna cost. Big.
Real big.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Baba. If Senor Benetasca is the richest man in Amalfi, I am sure he is willing to pay whatever it is that will ensure my happiness and well-being. Am I not right, Senor?
Well,
Exactly. See to it, Baba.
Don't just stand there and go with her!
Yes.
I'm sorry for that little problem in the piazza.
Who was that terrible man?
Musone, he is called. No one knows his real name. It's only appeared in Amalfi 20 years ago, from heaven knows where. Always wears that mask, so no one really knows what he looks like. Rather frightening. Rumors about him abound. Some say he was disappointed in love. Others say he was born miserable. Hates anything to do with pleasure. Seems to have a special dread for public entertainment, especially theater. He's had his own way around here.
Until now.
Well, yes.
And it is you, Amadeo Benetasca, who has had the courage to bring joy back to Amalfi.
Courage? Joy?
Why, a girl could fall in love with a man such as yourself.
She could?
She could hardly do anything else. Ma prima dovere, moi piacere. First business, then work, then pleasure. Now, if the people of Amalfi have gone without a performance for 20 years, it is necessary to give them something remarkable. Come.
Well, here we are. I told you it wouldn't be much, but at least there's a stream that
It's perfect, really.
Well, first things first. A bath.
A bath?
Well, it is spring. Feel free to join me.
No thanks. I just had a bath last month. I'm all set. I'll just stay here and clean your clothes.
All ragazzo, what did I ever do without you? Well, that's everything.
It certainly is. Oh, Dio.
look like you could use a rest.
Maybe later.
Perhaps a walk down by the stream?
There's a million things.
You know, I was just down there myself and happy to see our young friend.
Well, why didn't you say so? If they need me,
Don't worry, I'll cover for you.
how do I look?
Irresistible.
That's exactly the look I'm going for.
Of course I want you to be comfortable, but the old furniture is...
Unbearable! I'm so glad that you agree. I know that you can't expect me to do my best work in such shabby surroundings.
Yes, my sweet.
Oh, sweet. How thoughtful. Papa, quickly go get the pasticceria and pick up an assortment of sweets.
I'll go with you.
Oh, and have them send the bill to Avida.
No, really. I don't want to seem to lie.
Oh, of course. What was I thinking? Baba, some wine too, and only the finest.
I'll go with you then.
And have them send the bill to...
Alvido?
Oh, you are too generous. Come, Papa, we shall make a list of the absolute necessities.
Go with them, you fool. Make sure they don't spend too much.
Yes.
But she's ruining me.
You need to make a good impression, especially now.
Why now?
Well, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard that famous Cavaliere Braggadocio has also got his cap set for Villadona.
The nerve! Oh, Data, what am I to do?
Shower her with gifts.
Shower her with gifts?
Sated her with luxuries.
Luxuries?
Master, you are so wise.
But the expense!
Not an expense, an investment.
An investment?
Of course. Because everything you give her will come back to you once you marry. Exactly.
In that case, oh,
Master, you are so wise.
What a surprise. I had no idea anyone else would be out here.
Well, this is our camp.
So I see. My name is Lavinda. I work for the miserable old skinflint Avido Pinatasca.
The name's Ragazzo, Squire to the Bay. Braggadocio.
young scoundrel.
Oh, really?
While we are on the subject of romance, Braggadocio Belladonna anxiously awaits you.
Why, thank you.
Belladonna?
Yes, Arlecchino has been kind enough to arrange an introduction.
You had an interest in theater?
He has an interest in finding a wife.
A wife? But,
Shall we go?
Of course.
Oh, Gio.
Are you always as clumsy?
Yes.
What?
My master says I'm the clumsiest and stupidest person in all of Amalfi.
Well, he doesn't know everything, does he?
See? I am clumsy and stupid. And you make me nervous.
I do? Why?
Because you're so pretty.
Pretty?
Beautiful.
Me? You are stupid.
I told her so.
Belladonna, may I present to you the famous Cavaliere Braggadocio?
It's very nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure that it is. I'm sorry, I must prepare for tonight's performance.
I understand completely. I do not want to be a bother. It's just that I wish to
Marry you.
But,
Why beat around the bush?
It's true, senor.
well, actually,
And you wish to marry me because you are desperately in love with me.
I wouldn't say desperately exactly.
Oh, then it must be for my talent. Perhaps you've seen me on the stage.
To tell you the truth, I don't get out much.
You know, I think Signor Braggadocio has other interests.
Oh, such as?
Well, you don't make a lot of money on the Cavaliere business. At least I don't.
Ah, I see. You wish to marry me for my money. Well, I thank you for your honesty.
Sounds rather crude when you come right out and say.
Oh, no, not at all. Oh, but sadly, senor, I am as poor as a church mouse.
Oh, in that case, I'm not very good at this.
Oh, and that is to your credit. Tell me, has there ever been anyone you truly wanted?
There was this girl,
And you loved her,
very much.
and she loved you.
She loved what she thought I was, you know, valiant knight, brave hero.
And you're not?
No. Well, I think I was, but I hated it. I hated the blood. I hated the killing.
I see.
Oh, and you. Has there ever been anyone?
Well, there was a young man.
And he loved you,
Very much.
and you loved him.
More than anyone before or since.
But
But I wanted to be a great actress. I wanted to be Belladonna.
and he
Would have been a distraction.
and you regret
Nothing.
nothing.
Well, maybe one thing. He was the last to know me before my career, before I became Belladonna. He was the last to know me by my given name.
Senora, it's almost time.
Then I will leave you.
You know, it might not be too late for you. Perhaps you're still waiting.
And for you,
It was so long ago. Too long.
buona sera, beautiful lady.
When is it?
Bellissima, we count the minutes until we see you on stage.
Well, that was something, wasn't it? But no time for romance. People are already gathering it.
Give me a few minutes.
Really? This isn't like you. You've never been.
Just leave me alone.
Wow.
Please. Painters paint me with a sable brush. They define every line. Painters
Soon our ranks have diminished. Already that actress has frayed the moral fabric of this town, leading the weak and libidinous down the path to perdition. The theater is no doubt packed, while here is left only the most futile. My friends, I remind you of why we have come together. 20 years ago, when I first came to Amalfi, this city was a den of vice and iniquity. 20 years ago, religious festivals had degenerated into its wild excuses for uncontrollable pleasure. Raucous entertainment abounded. 20 years ago, there was singing in the streets. Not hymns, but songs of a lustful nature. The churches were empty, and the taverns were full. 20 years ago, unmarried girls walked about, unchaperoned, with depraved youths. 20 years ago, frolic, fun, and fornication abounded. Emotion, sensation, my friends. We have fought successfully for 20 years to eradicate emotion and to destroy sensation. We have driven the people away from overpowering feeling, and in its place, we have given them nothing. Yes. Nothing is something that brings a person peace. Too bad feelings seek too much release. Living with passion causes people pain. It's best to choose to live without. It's better to abstain. In the road I'm told, emotion was rife when a lovesick Romeo took Juliet to wife. In frenzy they coupled, in secret they wedded, and a cold stone slab in the family tomb became their wedding bed. A cold stone slab in the family tomb became their wedding bed. Nothing, something, have to feel inside. Wanting is one thing, knowing can't abide. Feelings and dreaming and resulting suicide. Learn to live with emptiness, let nothing be your pride. Remember for Oedipus, crippled by his pride, how he lusted after truth, said nothing would he hide, as he plotted and he plotted, what he felt was just more trauma, when he discovered to his horror that his wife was also mama. He discovered to his horror that his wife was also mama. Nothing, something, a marvelous completion, to be done as a dumpling is a wonderful sensation. No one can hurt you or break your heart in two, 'cause deep inside there's nothing, nothing through and through. Jealousy leads to anger, and anger to rage. Rage has caused more problems than it's possible to gauge. Grief is all-consuming, creating quite a pall, and pride, as everybody knows, comes before a fall. Lust, murder, anger, disgrace, shame so embarrassing you fear to show your face. Happiness is fleeting, so hard to hold on average, and love, perhaps the worst of all, often leads to marriage. And love, perhaps the worst of all, often leads to marriage. And now, my friends, emotion once again rears its ugly head. They are attempting to drag us into the pit of depredation. Theater. Singing. Joy. It must be stopped. We must return to what we worked so hard to be. We must bring the people.
Quite a stirring speech. I must say, when nothing beats something, there's bound to be a bit of drama, don't you think? Oh, very exciting. To the theater! Nothing is something that brings a person peace. Too many feelings seek too much release. No one can hurt you or break your heart in two, 'cause deep inside there's nothing